I want to talk to you guys about faith right now, man. I want to talk to you about faith in the midst of just feeling some real emotions, okay? Lots going on in my personal life right now, and I'll share with that briefly. But I just want to talk to you about faith and why, in your most difficult, trying times, you have to have faith that things are going to get better or work out. A lot of times when stuff happens to you in life, you have nothing you can do in the moment. You can't change it, you can't fix it. You have to just endure it, right? And a lot of people suffer in the midst of that, right? Because sometimes things like going to prison like I did, or being in a toxic relationship, or the death of a loved one, like that pain you experience lasts a long time. It doesn't just go away in a day. It doesn't just go away next week. It lasts a long time. And man, when you're in the midst of feeling that pain and you're suffering and you're struggling, you have to have faith that you're going to get through it. And this is just temporary. That somehow, some way, if I keep fighting, if I don't quit and give up, things are going to get better for me, man. I remember when I was in the county jail looking at life in prison, my uncle would come and visit me. And he would always tell me, this too shall pass, Sean. This too shall pass. And I'd think, well, fuck yeah, it's easy for you to say. You're on the other side of that glass. You're going home to your family later on. Like, I'm stuck in here, man. I'm stuck in here. But I had to grab those words and hold them close to me, man, and believe that this too will pass. I can get through this. I can overcome. This too shall pass. That's faith right there. That's faith that you have the ability to persevere, that you will get through this, that you will get through it. Sometimes in life, all you can rely on is faith. That's all you have. All you have is faith. But it's hard. It's difficult. It takes internal strength. It takes fortitude to be able to believe that you can overcome something that seems impossible. To be able to believe that in a future date, the pain, the feelings, the emotions, the heartache that you're experiencing now will be absent. It won't be present in your life, right? I remember so many lonely nights just thinking about my life and what was going to happen to me. What was my life going to be like in a year? Was I going to make it out? Was I going to come home? Like all the questions, they never go away. They're always going to be there plaguing you. But one thing I realized was that it couldn't stop me from showing up day in and day out, doing what I could within my control. And that's what a lot of people don't recognize, is you still have things every day that you can be and need to be doing that will help you, right? So when you have faith, it allows you to not get stuck dwelling in negativity and paralyzed by it. You have to hold on to faith, and then you have to do something that's going to help you to push through those tough times. For me, it was exercise. Exercise gave me the ability to do something constructive and positive every day, and it was symbolic of my fight, my internal fight, right? Facing this negativity, facing these circumstances, facing the uncontrollables every day, and doing something that I could control, that I could pour that energy in, that I could do that helped elevate the way I felt, right? So every day, no matter what you're going through, you still have to show up for yourself. And if you're a parent, if you're somebody involved in the community, or you have employees, whatever it is, you have to show up for them as well. You can't show up for them if you're not showing up for you. How do you show up for your employees in the midst of your divorce? How do you show up for your kids when you're going through your custody battle, right? How do you show up for the people in your life when you're sick or tired, or you have these negative thoughts in your head, that little bitch voice trying to tell you, oh, don't be that person you want to be today. Oh, life's tough. Oh, all these negative things. How do you show up in those moments? How do you show up? This is so crucial, man. You know, just because you have success in life or you move forward through adversity and you get to another chapter, right? You're always going to be faced with circumstances. And a lot of times they're outside of your control. If you don't have faith and you're not consistently working on yourself through that, you're going to struggle and you're going to jeopardize so much more than what you're enduring, okay? Imagine if I went to prison and I didn't work out and I didn't take care of myself. You think I could have made it through that experience with the positive mindset I had? Do you think I could have instilled that discipline, that fortitude that helped me get through those tough times? I had to have faith every day, and I had to believe, right, that if I did the right things, that I could improve my life. But then I had to take action. I had to do something about it. It wouldn't be enough if I just sat there and thought, oh, things are going to be okay. This is just temporary. Like, I couldn't fake that. You can't fake the gratitude, the optimism. You create it from within. It requires action. I was taking action every day to do things that helped me to feel that this too shall pass, that I could get through this, that I'll make the best of this, that after this experience, life is going to get better for me, whatever it is, right? I had to actively be doing things to build that belief, to construct it in here. You see, when things go bad, most people do the opposite. They stop going to the gym. They stop getting up early. They stop eating healthy. They stop talking to those positive people in their life. Instead, they close themselves off, right? They grab the alcohol. They grab the food. They hit snooze. They skip the gym. They grab that weed. They grab those pills. What does that do to you? That doesn't help you. It might numb you for a moment, help you to forget about your problems, but in the grand scheme of things, it's only going to compound them and make them worse. If you're somebody that turns to something like a Band-Aid in the midst of your adversity, you're never going to be able to learn the lesson and sharpen yourself so that you can overcome it and be ready for life's challenges in a future date. Everything you go through is hardening you. It's like a callus on your hand. Over time, you become resilient. This stuff just bounces off you, but it doesn't mean that it still doesn't affect you. You see, I'm going through something right now that pertains to my family and our future, something that's personal to me. But I've been through so many hardships. I've been through so many moments of adversity that I know I'm not going to go run and grab alcohol down the street. I know I'm not going to go call someone up and find pills or find some weed. I know that I'm going to wake up tomorrow and still show up and go to the gym and take care of myself and cultivate the same mentality that I've worked so hard to cultivate for the last 10 years. I'm not going to deviate from being the person I need to be for my family, for my clients, for my community. How would that make sense? That would be absurd. But so many people do that. So many people break when they're faced with dire circumstances in life. Why is that? They lack faith and they don't stick to their routines that sharpen them. So, what can we glean from this? What can you learn? Number one, you need routines every day that are non-negotiable, that are sharpening you. You need to get up earlier than you want to. You need to work out like a beast 7 days a week. You need to follow a structured nutritional plan that's going to optimize your mind and your body. It's essential. You need to have things that you do every day that are non-negotiable, that are going to prepare you for life's adversity and help you to continue to elevate who you are and grow as a person. So that's number one. Number two is when things get tough, when you're faced with the worst set of circumstances, when you feel like you can't push further, when you just feel like breaking and you're so distraught, those are the moments that count the most. That's when you have to tap deeper within yourself than you ever have to look for that strength and to find that source of faith, that spirituality, that belief that things can get better, that there's a bigger picture here. It's not just about you and your feelings in this moment. There's something bigger at work here. There's something bigger going on in your life. You have to recognize that. In the moment, we always think it's, oh, poor me. How do I feel? What about me? What about me? It's not about you. Most times it's not about you. There's other people involved. There's a bigger plan at work here. And all the times people get caught up in their own feelings and they act impulsive. That's why you grabbed that alcohol. That's why you took those pills. That's why you relapsed. That's why you took your anger and frustration out on your kids. That's why you skipped work the next day. That's why you stopped working out. You acted impulsively and you made it about you. I get it, right? It's hard not to. But when you're working on yourself daily and you're committed to your routines, right? And you don't break, you don't quit on yourself. And when you get in those moments, you tell yourself, this too shall pass. Something bigger is at work here. Life is always happening for me. God in the universe is teaching me lessons that I don't want to learn, but I need to learn. God in the universe is teaching you lessons that you don't want to learn, but you need to learn. Recognize that. Recognize that pain, adversity, suffering, struggle is part of the journey. It's part of the journey to help you to become that person you want to be, to test you and see what you're made of, to develop you and harden you, to sharpen you. And when those moments are absent, guess what? We're doing it anyway, every day with our routine. Showing up for yourself, showing up to be the man your family needs, showing up every day, regardless of what you're going through. I hope somebody watched this video today that needed to hear it, because I'm going through it myself. And I'm just sharing with you what I do and what I've done all this time since I first got incarcerated to overcome any challenge I face and to continue moving forward to create that life that I've dreamt of for so long. And it's happening right now. It's happening right now. And I refuse to quit and give up on this vision. And I have the blueprint, man. I'm sharing it with you guys. Show up every day. Give your all. You have to have faith. You have to have these daily routines. They're going to harden you and they're going to aid you when you need them most.